Hello everyone, Roger Game here, bringing you another episode of Raw results for November 28th, 2016. If you do like, please leave one and subscribe. But to get into this week's episode of Raw, we had a recap of last week's wonderful, amazing Universal title match between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. And then, after that, we had the highlight reel with Chris Jericho, and he invited his best friend out, Kevin Owens, to do an interview type thing. Chris Jericho asked Y2J, that didn't make any sense. Chris Jericho asked Kevin Owens what he's thankful for. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho gave off what they're thankful for. They both said, they didn't both say, but Chris Jericho said, I'm thankful for the scarf, for the list, and the fact that you're my best friend. And KO said, I'm thankful I've been the Universal Champion for this long. And he didn't say that he's thankful for Chris being his best friend. Then, after that, Owens and Jericho call out Sin Cara. He says, Chris Jericho, that wasn't Chris Jericho wearing a Sin Cara mask, that was Sin Cara wearing a Chris Jericho mask. And I liked it because Kevin Owens just brushed it off completely. He's like, yeah, Sin Cara inclusion or not, I still beat Seth Rollins. Then, after that, we had Roman Reigns coming out. He didn't get booed as hard as last time. He got kind of bit of cheers. It was split still. Then, after that, Colin? Roman calls Owens a joke. Then after that, Owens trying to come back, but he stutters. Reigns gets on the list. He's like, Chris Jericho's like, you want to know what happens when annoying people like you annoy me and interrupt me? You want to know what happens? And then, surprisingly, to start the conclusion, or at least I think conclusion, or the disruption of their friendship, Kevin Owens said shut up to Chris Jericho, straight to the face. He wanted him to get to the point. But, yeah. Then, after KO told Y2J to shut up, Reigns asked for a fight. And KO and Y2J talk about how and why KO... Oh, wait, never mind. So, Reigns challenges KO to a match later tonight. And if Reigns wins, he gets a shot at end of the line, or roadblock end of the line for the Universal title match. And if KO wins, then Roman does it. Then, after that, we go to commercial, then come back, and then Y2J and KO talk about why KO said shut up. And then, after that, KO and Y2J break up for the time being. Then, after that, we go into the first match of the night, R-Truth versus Braun Strowman. Who do you think's gonna win this? Braun Strowman. Then Goldust tries to go in and attack Braun. Braun destroys Goldust, and then Zayn comes out and tries to attack Braun, and then he gets destroyed. Then we go to commercial, and then Mick and Zayn are talking. Zayn really wants to fight Braun. Mick says no. Zayn leaves. Byron does a post-event interview with Mick. He's like, Mick, what you gotta say about this? And Mick's like, there'll always be a guy like Sami Zayn. He won't quit. Then Zayn comes back. He's like, you never give me any opportunities. Blah blah. And then Mick admits to setting up the match last week between Braun because that was Sami Zayn's punishment for not bringing home the IC title to Raw. Then after that, Zayn called Mick a hypocrite and then left. Then we go to see Charlotte in the back preparing for her title match later tonight. Then Dana interrupts Charlotte. Didn't get that much segment. Don't really care about Dana Brooke. Then after that, we have the second match of the night, Cedric Alexander versus Tony Nese. Really good match between these two. Looks like they're introducing a relationship between Alicia Fox and Cedric Alexander, because Alicia Fox was looking at him on the TV. And yeah, don't know if that's real or fake. But yeah. But anyway, Cedric Alexander is going to get some ass. Then after that, we have an Enzo and Cass holiday promotion about, oh, you can buy this now for 25% off or whatever. Then after that, we had a Y2J interview. Y2J yells at the interviewer and then tells her to get out. And then Y2J yells at the driver to open the door. The driver opens the door, and he accidentally knocks a list out of Y2J's hand. Then Jericho's picking it up, and then he turns around, and then Rollins is there, and Rollins proceeds to beat the crap out of Jericho, and he ends it all by pedigreeing Jericho on top of a car. Then after that, let me find where it was. We had match 3 of the night, which was a Raw Women's title match between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Ended in a double countout, but Mick came out and said, later tonight, we're going to have a Falls Count Anywhere match for the title. This isn't how the rivalry's going to end. Kind of getting tired of Sasha versus Charlotte. Hope they introduce someone next week. Hopefully. Either Nia or Bayley. Hopefully. But then after that, we had title match. Oh, we had Enzo and Cass promo. Then Enzo comments about Lana's what, or about on Lana. Then we had the fourth match of the night, Enzo versus Rusev. Winner of that was Enzo by DQ because Rusev kicked him in the dick. Then after that, we had Rich Swann walking in the back. Then we had a Mark Henry segment about his role in Incarnate, about how he plays a security guard. Then Titus came back and then said, oh, Mark, you stole that role from me. And then Mark just pushed him down like that. He's like, you kidding me, boy? Then after that, we had match 5, Rich Swann versus Noam Dar, with Brian Kendrick on Calm in Terry. Then winner, that was Swann. Really good match between these two, like always. Then after that, we had a post-match Rich Swann interview. Rich Swann says he's going to beat Kendrick at 205 Live and win the Cruiserweight title. Then after that, we had a Cesaro segment. They're in a bar. Then people make fun of them. And then they proceed to beat up the people who make fun of them. Then, after that, we had match 6, Owens versus Reigns. If Reigns wins, he gets a Universal title match at Roadblock. And the winner of that was Reigns. And yeah, really good match between these two. Hope they don't turn over the title to Reigns, because I don't think Reigns is ready, crowd ready, unless they turn him heel by then for a Universal title run. Then, after that, we have a KO interview. And KO says he's sad that he couldn't be at Chris's side in the hospital. And then KO says to the interviewer to shut up and leave. Then, after that, we had a Paul Heyman interview about Brock's inclusion in the Royal Rumble this year, and just describing how he feels after Survivor Series. Then, after that, we had the New Day come out, throw bootios on the commentators. And then, after that, we had the Raw Tag Team title match. Thought they were going to lose it to the Club, but no. They're going to break the record. I want the Club to become champion. Please, 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 let that happen. Then, after that, we had a Bayley and Sasha segment. Then we proceed into the Raw Women's title Falls Count Anywhere match. And this match was fantastic. It took place all over the arena. It really showed that the women can do as much as the men do and take as much damage as they can do. And they were hitting each other with kendo sticks. Don't think chair, but it ended brutally with Charlotte being caught in between the guardrail, or the rail leading up the staircase, and Sasha doing the bank statement. Charlotte taps, and your new Raw Women's Champion is Sasha Banks. Hopefully they don't hot potato it next week, but who knows. But then, at the end of the match, when Sasha is in the ring celebrating, Flair comes down and congratulates Sasha for winning the title. Then that's it. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for another episode of Raw results for November 28th, 2016. If you did like and you want to see more, please subscribe. That link is down below or on the screen at the end of the video. And also, leave a like. And also, if you want to see the rest of the episodes, click playlist link down below in the description or on the screen at the end of the video. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, guys, have a nice day. I'll see y'all in the next one.